So the state of Illinois has had another win. This article that I'm going to read to you comes from Politico. The title is called Judge Throws Out Trump's Lawsuit Against Illinois Over Sanctuary Policies. A federal judge has thrown out the Trump administration's bid to force Illinois and Chicago to aid its mass deportation agenda, saying it would encroach on autonomy guaranteed to states under the Constitution. Pause there. Now, what do you mean that it would encroach on autonomy guaranteed to states under the Constitution? The 10th Amendment. Let's read. So this comes from constitution.congress.gov. The 10th Amendment states the powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution nor prohibited by it to the states are reserved to the states respectively or to the people. To continue reading on from the Political article, U.S. District Judge Lindsey Jenkins concluded that the lawsuit, the first filed by the administration this year, trying to upend so-called sanctuary policies in states and cities, was an end run around the 10th Amendment, which protects states from federal government overreach. To break it down, is the federal judge said that Donald Trump is violating the state of Illinois' 10th Amendment right, which is a part of the Constitution, states' rights. Now, the state of Illinois has what's called the Trust Act that was enacted by a Republican governor by the name of Bruce Rauner. And basically, what the law says is the federal government's more than welcome to come to the state of Illinois to do their job, but our police officers in our state of Illinois is not going to assist them doing their job because it's not their job. It's like taking a gas station clerk or a grocery store worker outright and putting them out on construction and having them do somebody else's job. It's not their job. To continue reading, in a 64-page ruling Friday, the Biden-appointed judge said federal laws permit states to cooperate with the federal government on immigration enforcement, but do not require it. Therefore, states can't be forced to partner with federal efforts, she said, citing a series of Supreme Court rulings that blocked the federal government from commandeering state or local officials to perform federal duties. Just what I told you. The federal government is more than welcome to come into the state of Illinois to do their job, but our local and state officials are not going to do the job of the federal government. The ruling is a setback for Trump, the first defeat in a series of similar lawsuits the Justice Department filed against states and cities that have adopted sanctuary policies that limit their employees' cooperation with federal immigration enforcement. Other suits have been filed against cities in California, New Jersey, and New York. Again, the federal government is more than welcome to come visit the state of Illinois, do what they need to do, but we are not going to help them and allow somebody to do their job for them. That's their job. They have a job to do. An Illinois state law passed in 2021 and related policies prohibit local and state officials from sharing any person's custody status, release date, or contact information with federal immigration officials. The Justice Department argued those measures were preempted by federal law, but Jenkins rejected that argument as well as the Trump administration's claims that the state law unconstitutionally discriminated against the federal government. She also said the administration's effort to coerce the state to carry out federal immigration policy could impose immiscible costs on the states. The judge also found that the Justice Department had no legal basis for naming Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker as a defendant in the suit and said DOJ lawyers openly conceded as much. She ordered him dismissed from the case. Governor Bruce Rauner, a.k.a. Republican, a.k.a. Red, is the person that made the state of Illinois a sanctuary state. And basically what we do is that the reason why we have these policies is that way when a immigrant with undocumented status sees a crime, right? They see someone commit a murder or someone commit a rape, they can call the police and say, hey, I saw so-and-so do a murder or so-and-so commit a rape. They can call the police without the fear of being deported for doing the right thing. Now, if these states got rid of sanctuary laws like this, all that would happen is when an undocumented immigrant sees a murder or rape go on, they're just not going to call the police, and that crime is going to go unanswered and become a cold case. So yeah, thank you, State of Illinois. Thank you, J.B. Pritzker, for standing by and doing the right thing. And I am going to be out there next year to get you 4 more years in the state of Illinois.